It's your boy Gunu in the house, back with another bang on video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got some unreal news for you guys. Yes, the news. I'll tell you what. The Dundalk victory. It was really very late at night yesterday, but the Dundalk victory, 3-0. Arsenal could have won more. They could have scored more. Because really, I'll tell you what. When I saw that Dundalk game, I thought to myself, these guys don't. They don't know many aspects of how English Premier League teams play, and these guys can only defend, and that too not convincingly. And the transition is so pathetic. I mean, they just were outclassed. But the big question is, the big topic of the matter is that our youngsters did get the job done, and I'm pretty much impressed with what I saw from Reece Nelson and Joe Willock in that game, and also a certain senior in the name of Sead Kolasinac. My God, he was the best player on the pitch. But moving on, let's talk about Gabriel Magalhaes, because he actually posted this image. He posted this image on his Instagram stories. That Bukayo Saka, my G. So that's what it's the romance, the bromance is really brewing up. And talking about more stuff, well, Dundalk boss on our Arsenal says it's like a heavyweight boxer against a super lightweight. So we will have to make them run around a bit. If you get too close to them, then they will kill you. And of course, they did. They did. They were dead. I think they don't even deserve to play in the championship. They will be killed. They will relegate from championship the way they play, man. I don't get it. But moving on, and here's Ibrahim Sangare, who plays for PSV, of course. He signed for them from Toulouse. So his per 90 in the Eredivisie and the Europa League this season is 5.1 long accurate passes, 4 interceptions, 4 tackles, 1, 2.7 aerials, 1, 2.7 clearances, and 2.7 fouls. He's really having a wonderful time with PSV, man. He really is. I don't even have a doubt in that. But the guy is really moving forward. And talking about more stuff, well, William Saliba will not feature for Arsenal until January at the earliest in the Europa League competition. Of course, whatever you saw, like William Saliba cannot play in the Europa League. Well, that can only happen because he is not been registered in the group stages of the Europa League contest. So, well, until those things get over, he cannot represent Arsenal in the Europa League at all. But I'm pretty much sure we're gonna have to see how things change. But let's see. Mark Man Bryan tweets out about what Arteta said about giving Reece Nelson a chance. He says, when you see that willingness and that passion and that security in a player, you feel tempted to keep him. So Arteta actually gives Reece Nelson a rare chance to shine after forward decided to stay and fight for a place at Arsenal. So that's beautiful, isn't it? And talking about being a beautiful, Arsenal committed 20 fouls, Dundalk committed 0 fouls. That's how the referee worked yesterday night. I hated the referee, man. I mean, what level of refereeing was happening? I don't get it. I really was not getting any clue. But in my opinion, it was shambolic. It was more shambolic than Rapid VN. Rapid VN referee will hand out yellow cards, but this referee won't hand out to you a yellow card. But if you push a slight push to those Dundalk 32-year-old Irish Sunday League players, if you push them, they fall off. Yep, they fall like tooth fairies, man. I'm sorry, but sorry. They just fall off like old tooth. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. My God, sorry. But here, Joe Willock's performance against Dundalk was superb. Well, 88% passing accuracy, 85 touches, 17 touches in opposition box, 7 ball recoveries, 5 fouls won, 3 take-ons completed, 3 shots taken, out of that 2 on target, 3 chances created, 1 goal and 1 assist. According to Scorecard Football, yes, these are the stats of the mighty Joe Willock, who literally trounced them. He was a difference, I guess, for Arsenal. But moving on, let's talk about the man of the hour, Mesut Ozil, the only player in the history of football to be a top goal scorer or assist provider in Premier League, Bundesliga, La Liga, Europa League, Champions League, UEFA Euro Championships, and World Cup. The guy was a phenomenon. And talking about more stuff, well, Shkodran Mustafi and Gabriel Magalhaes are Arteta's only senior options in central defence left who are not injured. David Luiz has joined Rob Holding, Pablo Mari, and Callum Chambers in that injury list, of course. But let's see how things will change, or if they don't. But because Arsenal have to visit Manchester United at Old Trafford on Sunday. And knowing a third straight Premier League defeat would heap huge pressure on Arteta, and let's see how things will change for him. And talking about none other than Matteo Guendouzi, it looks like Matteo Guendouzi believes that his Arsenal future is done. There is no more future for Matteo Guendouzi at all, because he's described his Arsenal stay as 2 good years in a possible hint that his Arsenal career is over. He's hinting towards it. I don't get it. Why? I mean, come on. The time heals everything, right? So I would want him to go on loan, come back to the parent club, and possibly perform very good for Berlin. Come back and of course try to make amends. What is wrong with that? And actually, he said to Kicker, he says, I played over 80 games at Arsenal and had a good intense time there. I learned a lot there in terms of sport and I grew up there. It was 2 good years for me. I also had a very good relationship with Mesut Ozil and Bernd Leno, both of whom told me a lot of good things about the Bundesliga. So yes, he's in the Bundesliga, and let's see how things will change for Matteo Guendouzi to make sure that he comes back in Arsenal's playing 11. Will he? Only time will tell. We don't have any answers for that, of course. But let's talk about it. Mikel Arteta was delighted after Arsenal beat 3-0 to Dundalk. He says, I'm really pleased with the way we went about the game. It's always a danger that you feel it could be a comfortable game and then you make it really complicated. That wasn't the case. I think our attitude from the beginning was spot on. We knew they were going to use a really low block, and what we had to do, I think we did it better than against Rapid Vienna. We were insistent in the attack, in the way we attacked. We generated a lot of situations in the box, and we got the right goals in the right moments. After that, we could actually manage the situation. Overall, the fact that we gave the chance to a lot of players who haven't played many minutes this season is something that's really positive, because they showed that they are well prepared, they are at it, and they are ready when we need them. I'm pretty much sure he's talking about Joe Willock, Reece Nelson, and of course, who else? And Nketiah, of course. But yes, I'm pretty much sure Balogun got. I think the best part of yesterday's game was Balogun getting 20 minutes, or those odd minutes. That will give a lot of boost for the youngster. It would do a lot of immense thing. But talking about it, Inter Milan are lining up a swoop for ex-Arsenal star Yao Kouassi or Gervinho. Well, Calcio Mercato claimed that the veteran forward, now who is playing at Parma, is wanted to provide cover for Romelu Lukaku. At the age of 33, Gervinho is still considered as a talent and is now in the sights of Antonio Conte. I mean, for Parma, he was good. He was really good. I must say that. But Willian has admitted that he can get frustrated in Mikel Arteta's system, but he believes that he's learning a lot at Arsenal. I'll tell you what, Willian, more than you, all the fans are confused. Where will you play in the next game? He says, it's been a cool and new experience. I hadn't worked with a coach with that mindset. The positional game doesn't mean that you have no freedom on the pitch. You have the freedom to move, but many times you have to respect the position. When the coach asks the instructions, understanding that it will be better for them, for the team. It may happen that you don't touch the ball and get frustrated, but Mikel always says that, wait a minute, the ball will arrive. I've been learning a lot. So it's really great. He's learning a lot, but of course the frustration is real because he's not playing in his natural environment. And talking about it, La Liga chief Javier Tebas has slammed ignorant Real Madrid and Barcelona for actually backing the European Super League. He says, little by little, this Super League idea is less clandestine, more open, but it doesn't have a large showing of support. In fact, it is a very minor project that lacks economic or social depth. It shows a clear ignorance of the politics of football, the culture of football, the economy of football, and the audiovisual rights of football. So he's not a happy man. Of course, Arsenal are definitely a part of it as well. Let's see if this is going to be materializing or not, but yes, that's the reality. But moving on, well, yes, Mikel Arteta has apologized to William Saliba for actually not putting him in Arsenal's Europa League group stage squad, especially since David Luiz is injured. He says, I feel really bad for William Saliba because we had so many central defenders, we decided to leave him out of the squad, which was really hurtful for me to do. But when you make those decisions, you can't always think about every possible outcome. I always said that maybe. And talking about more stuff, let's talk about the pay-per-views events actually which are happening, which are going to happen, because the set of next pay-per-view fixtures have been announced. They start with Brighton hosting Burnley at 5:30 on Friday 9 p.m. November 6th. I'm sorry. Two pay-per-view games will now be placed the next day, with Crystal Palace hosting Leeds and West Ham playing Fulham. Both North London sides will then have pay-per-view games on Sunday, with Arsenal meeting Aston Villa and West Brom taking against Spurs. So let's see how things will turn out. But more importantly, let's talk about this beautiful stat: Arsenal with versus without Mustafi. But who would have thought? 28 games with Mustafi, 13 victories, 8 draws. Of course, that is less wins, but more draws and 7 losses. To when you play without Mustafi, 36 games, 17 victories, 11 draws, and 8 losses. Goals for 55 when you play with Mustafi. Without Mustafi, you score only 51. Average goals 2, 1.4. Goals against 33, to which 41. My God. Average goals against 1.2 or 1.1. So when you play Mustafi, the average goals against you are more comparatively. So the win percentage is less with Mustafi. Of course, we know that. So yes, these were the news of the day. I hope you enjoyed whatever came of all the views and news and everything about Arsenal coming to this platform every single day, twice. So what you got to do is subscribe and hit the bell icon. I will see you in the next one. And do not forget to subscribe. I'll see you in my subsequent videos and of course some awesome content definitely coming to you.